5 years ago, when I started this agency with my business partner, we wanted to do something different in this market. When it started, we only have one full-time staff, one tiny table, no business, no client at all. Now, we have a team around 30 people and a growing business. Many people ask me, what's the key to a sustainable long-term business success? And my answer will be a new leadership style transformation that I have discovered from tea ceremony. Yes, the Chinese tea ceremony practice is not only my secret to the business success, but also my personal transformation from a dragon lady to a tea lady. Don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong being dragon lady, fierce, successful. I was obsessed to be independent and strong since I was very, very young. I grew up in a single parents family, which is very rare, in late 70s in China last century. I even got bullied in school because of that, but I never shed tears. My dad is a very tough dad. He always treats me like a boy. Hey, boy. That's how he called me then. He never hugged me, not even the time when he sent me to the airport when I come to Shanghai for my university study. All those childhood experiences and have been living on my own since 18 make me even tougher. I started working as an assistant producer since I was 18. As the only girl in the production crew, you can imagine, I had to limit my water consumption just in case there is any inconvenience if we are traveling to the rural area or the big mountains. By age of 22, I already started to manage 2 offices, Shanghai and Beijing, for big budget TV production. Many of my clients and my ex-colleagues used to call me a hardcore, a dragon lady. Yes, actually, I was born in the year of dragon. I did not understand how much my strong personality will impact on the business 5 years ago when I started this agency. I want the success so badly. I went for every possible project with full passion and a very strong will. I can do this. Working with more than 100 hours a week, 24 hours on the phone, ready to fly to anywhere to meet possible clients. It worked. The business started to pick up. We did some pretty amazing campaigns, but soon followed by some crises with people and the relationship management. As a female business founder, I want the control and the respect so much. I thought the Western leadership style is the most effective one because that's what I have been learned in nearly 13 years corporate life. Thinking back, just way too straightforward and mission-driven. I paid the price. 2 major clients decided to end the working relationship with my agency. Even worse, some pioneer team member started to resign because I was expecting everyone working at the same long hours as I did, and I got very upset if they did not follow my instruction carefully or closely. At the age of crashing down, that was the moment I started to think very carefully about my very own leadership style and my very own people management skill. Luckily, I found the tea ceremony. It taught me softness, patience, and respect. My journey with tea ceremony also started my personal transformation. That was a beautiful autumn afternoon. I was invited to a tea ceremony. The first thing I have been asked to do is to switch off my phone. I was nervous and followed the instruction very unwillingly. The tea master was Miss Huang. She's at her 70. She has been practicing tea for over 15 years. She was graceful and calm. She mastering the table without being too busy or too losing the control all her focus is on the tea and on the guest. She answered all the lousy questions from inexperienced guests on the tea table. The conversation just flowed. Guess how did the first sip taste? I could literally feel a flower blooming in my mouth, a peony. It brings all the lost sense back to me again. I feel alive. Until end of the tea ceremony, I nearly forgot my phone. Of course, the sky did not fall and the business did not go wrong. The tea master is another type of role model for me. Respectful, patient, giving out new experience without losing the control. An idea just sparked. I immediately go into the research and start my own study on tea ceremony and soon apply to my very own style of leadership. The tea ceremony is the Chinese ritual of preparing, serving, and drinking tea. It's not only about the tea water, 茶水. It's about the whole process and all the relationship involved. So let's take a look at the Chinese character of tea water, 茶水, and see how did I translate into the business context. There are in fact 3 elements in the character of 茶, tea. 草字头, 人, and mu. So the 草字头 basically means the nature. It also means the business environment we are in. People are the key. They are me as the tea master, as the leader, my team, my clients, everyone actually involved in the business relation. The mu means the place. It also symbolizes the tea table. We are all sitting together. That also symbolizes the same boat, the same direction we are going to. The water is very important. It brings out the beauty of the tea. It also means all the communication that kind of flowed among of us. So inspired by the tea ceremony, my own leadership style that I have discovered through tea ceremony is to rebuild the relationship with myself, with my team, and with my client. So the first thing I have learned through tea ceremony is to be patient and to focus on the key. In the tea ceremony, the tea is the key, not the beautiful dress or how expensive the teapot is. I have to make sure I'm in a very healthy and good state of mind in order to bring out the best of others. I cannot drink just boiled water. I can only appreciate the beauty of the tea through the whole process. It's the same as an entrepreneurship journey. It's not 100-meter rush. It's a marathon. The time will bring out the beauty of the tea. It will also bring out what I'm doing. So only when I'm comfortable with what I'm doing, what I'm chasing for, the leadership is meaningful. With simply one tea ceremony every day, I start to have very honest conversation with myself, even with my own fear, to accept the imperfection, to think about how to nurture my team, to listen more. I'm the tea master of my own, just like you are the tea master of your own life. So be patient and always focus on the key is my first learning. In those hardest situations, how many of you will say yes to it? How many of you will quickly pause, let yourself out of that situation, and go back again with some much more positive solutions? Tea has taught me how to use the softest way to handle the hardest challenge. So the second thing I have learned from tea ceremony is to be optimistic and to respect. In the formal tea ceremony, there are continually 5 pots in order to bring out the whole essence of the tea for everyone to enjoy. If the first pot goes wrong, there is no return back. What you can do is only try your best to make the next pot taste better. How? To use that precious 2 to 3 minutes for the water to boil. For me, as a tea master, to calm down, hold all my emotions, not jump on an emotional springboard. Tea lady, that's how they call me nowadays. I'm more conscious on the team dynamic rather than only on their business performance. 2 months ago, one of the senior members wanted to quit. Look at her very unhappy face. I could not see one single word. So I said to her, yes, let's have a cup of tea. We drank the tea quietly. It's 7 p.m. in a blue Monday evening. When the street lights start to have a reflection on the window, by end of the tea ceremony, tears come down on her face. And I just hug her tightly to give her all my sincerity blessing. She finally started to talk her real issues. I was happy for her that she finally opened up, although it really took me a while to accept that she's leaving. Of course, both of us know her departure doesn't take her part. In fact, today, she's sitting here together with all of you to show her support for me. As a tea master, I have to accept people like my tea or dislike it. If they are choosing to leave, no matter whether my clients or my staff, I have to stay. I have to accept that and make even better preparation for the next one to come. So just be optimistic and embrace the change and respect that. That's my second learning from the tea ceremony. The third thing I have learned through tea ceremony is to have a real connection, to make friends. When I'm preparing the tea, I always imagine I'm the tea leaves in the teapot. Is the water too hot? Is the pouring too harsh? Am I enjoying the tea? Are you enjoying the tea? There is a sense of connection and sense of eye contact here. Everyone needs to be treated equally on the tea table. I have to make sure the tea tastes the same for me, for you. The same temperature, the same volume, the same taste. We can only share this moment when we are together, sitting here on the tea table. We can't drink the tea over phone, can we? The smartphone does make people feel they are controlling, they are managing, they are connected, but it doesn't. A tea ceremony does it. I have a client from Switzerland. At the beginning of this business, we never met. All the conversation were done email, Skype. With the project move out, we start to have a disagreement. None of us likes the tonality in the email, so we agree a face-to-face meeting to settle down things. That was a winter morning, heavy rain. They did not show up on time. My team were anxious. I gathering everyone in the big conference room, asked everyone to put a smile on it. Let's face this together. Half an hour later, our old gentleman leader team appeared with a cup of coffee in hands. They were a little bit stunned. looking at the tea ceremony setting instead of projection, computer, the usual presentation style. I welcome them and giving them frequent cup of tea. The gentleman pushed the coffee cup aside, start to drink. A smile soon appeared on his face. I sincerely express my willingness of a partnership by delivering this tea ceremony. The meeting went well. They left happily. My team also feel relieved. But surprisingly, the old gentleman come back 5 hours later to send me nice wrapped Swiss chocolate and a lovely note for thank me for the great taste of Chinese culture. He traveled nearly half of the city from Pudong to Puxi in Friday afternoon, the rush hour, like now. The business and the partnership gone stronger year on year. I gain friendship before business. That's tea taught me. We all know business world is not an easy place to be. Being strong, being tough, sometimes is not the best way. With more respect to people around me, with more patience on everything, I achieve more. The Chinese origin and the finest Chinese tea culture has given me the wisdom to rejuvenate the relationship with myself, with all the business relations. The transformation from a dragon lady to a tea lady is a yin and yang exploring. It's absolutely okay if you are going to try the way another. It's about to find out what works for you the best. With more than 4 years practice with Chinese tea ceremony, I have discovered my own style of leadership, by saying, yes, let's have a cup of tea. I can be still a successful business leader, although I don't fit in any typical leader profile. You too, you don't need to follow any certain style of leadership from any textbook. Create one on your own. Thanks for listening. 谢谢你们的聆听. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.